All right, let's talk about something truly special. I want you to forget everything you think you know about cars. Because today, we're not just looking at a vehicle, we're diving into a masterpiece that completely redefines the limits of engineering, design, and pure, raw power. This is the Bugatti Chiron.
And that quote just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? The Chiron isn't just another fast car in a long line of supercars. No, it's a true phenomenon, a super rare combination of human ambition and just absolute technological perfection. So, what's the magic formula? What is that secret sauce that takes a piece of machinery and elevates it into a true legend? Well, in this explainer, we're going to pull back the curtain and really figure out what makes this car so iconic. Okay, let's dive into our first section, a phenomenon on wheels. We've got to start with that first impression, that moment you first lay eyes on it. The source material calls it a rare harmony of human will and technological prowess, and that's exactly what you feel. I mean, from the very first glance, you just know this thing is in a league of its own. It has this presence that feels like it came from another world. Every single line, every curve, even the sound it makes, it's all engineered to be this symbol of incredible prestige and just earth-shattering power. So, Section 2, Beauty meets Aerodynamic Function. Let's really look at the outside of this thing, where every beautiful line has a very serious job to do. With the Chiron, stunning looks and extreme performance aren't two separate things. They're one and the same. And this right here perfectly explains the whole philosophy. See, those sculptural, elegant lines aren't just there to look good. Every single curve is a very deliberate choice designed to control the air flowing over the car, making sure it stays glued to the road at unbelievable speeds. It's basically art serving physics. And what's so cool is how all these pieces work together. That long, sleek body, that's what gives it stability when it's going ridiculously fast. And those huge air intakes up front, they're not just for aggressive styling. They are literally the lungs of this beast, gulping down cool air to feed that monster of an engine. Section 3, the heart of the beast. And that, of course, brings us to the engine, the source of all that incredible power. We're now looking at the very core of the Chiron, the thing that really makes it a legend. Just let that sink in for a second. An 8-liter W16 engine. It's an absolute marvel of engineering, a powerhouse that represents the absolute peak of what's even possible in a car today. But you really have to see the numbers this thing produces to believe it. 1,600 horsepower. To put that in perspective, that's more power than like 10 of your typical family cars all put together. For most cars, a number like that is just a fantasy. For the Chiron, it's reality. And all that power gets you one thing: speed. A top speed of 440 kilometers per hour. That's not just a number, you know. That's the start of a whole new era in car history. So how in the world does it make that much power? The magic number is 4. 4 massive turbochargers that are just force-feeding air into the engine, turning all of that potential into raw, unbelievable power. The source describes the feeling of accelerating in this car as almost supernatural. I mean, going from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just a couple of seconds, that's an experience that basically rewires your brain. It's this violent, thrilling push that feels like it's bending the laws of physics around you. But here's the crazy part, the real genius of the Chiron. For all its mind-bending speed, it's also engineered to feel perfectly in control. The suspension, the active aerodynamics, it all means that even at insane speeds, the car feels stable, comfortable, and believe it or not, safe. It's where raw power meets total refinement. Section 4, a futuristic salon inside. Okay, so let's step away from the raw power for a second and move inside. Because once you're in the driver's seat, the entire experience just transforms. The cabin is just a work of art. Everything is handcrafted, from the best materials you can possibly imagine. You've got this beautiful mix of classic, elegant leather and polished aluminum right next to modern, high-tech carbon fiber. And that's exactly the feeling you get. You're not strapped into some bare-bones race car. You feel like you're sitting in a luxurious lounge from the future. The design is super clean, really minimalist, hiding all that immense complexity behind a simple, elegant dash. The driver gets all the info they need without any clutter, giving them this feeling of complete command in total comfort. Section 5. Owning a piece of history. So you take this earth-shattering performance, you wrap it in this unbelievable luxury. What does that all add up to? Well, the Chiron becomes way more than just a car. It represents something much bigger. A huge part of its identity is just how rare it is.
Because they make so few of them, owning one isn't just a purchase. You're literally acquiring a piece of automotive history. For a collector, it's an asset that's completely beyond compare, a symbol of ultimate prestige.
And then, there's the sound. The way the source puts it is just perfect. A deep, powerful roar that feels like it's synchronized with your own heartbeat. It's a huge part of the car's personality, a mechanical symphony that just awakens something primal inside you.
Ultimately, this is what the car is all about. It's ambition on four wheels. It's living, breathing proof of that human drive to make the impossible possible. It really forces you to ask, what are we capable of when we just refuse to accept limitations?
So in the end, the Bugatti Chiron exists right at this amazing intersection. It's where raw, untamed power meets pure elegance, where mind-blowing speed meets perfected safety, and it's where cutting-edge technology and timeless art become the exact same thing.
And that leaves us with one final, big question. The Chiron represents the absolute peak of what we can create right now. So it really makes you wonder, if this is what today's masterpiece looks like, what impossible dreams are we going to engineer into reality tomorrow?